where did you think your leadership style came from? I mean, you're fairly young, never no military. Where do you think that came from?
Two things.
Okay.
I'm a student of history. I was a college athlete, average at best, right? Played small school football.
Hmm.
But I studied the principles of the great coaches, the great players. I studied the principles of great U.S. leaders, military leaders, and other leaders in the world. And I understood it. But there's a different thing from reading and understanding.
Yeah.
But then I saw the practical application of a lot of that as it applied to our job at DEA when I worked for my second supervisor, a guy by the name of Art Scalzo, one of the best DEA agents you could ever meet. Um, and he took our group to heights in San Diego, won the administrator award there, ran the triple neck scientific operation, and he was a New Yorker, which brought a different style of law enforcement to Southern California,
Yeah.
which was opposite ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
you know, from what the California style was or not. Nothing wrong with it, but it was a no, we don't take no for an answer. We do the best we can. We find a way to make things happen. And we do the right thing. You do the right thing on the job, you do the right thing by your people. And I tried to imitate him and do some of those things with my own ideas
Yeah.
that I thought, and I fortunate. And again, I've blessed, had a lot of great people working with me. And you know, there's that potential, I think, in everybody to do a great job if you just give them the opportunity. You don't hold them down.
Yeah. I asked this question specifically about supervisors and sheriffs that I talked to. Do you think that leadership is innate, or do you think it's learned, or maybe a combination?
That's a great question. I think it's a combination.
Okay.
And I also think when I say learned, it's not book learned. It's learned through experience. You can apply some principles because we've all seen the leaders that come out there and they will publish these great quotes they read from somebody. And they will say, I read this leadership book and this says this and this. And they just can't do it because they're not the real deal.
Yeah.
You got to have people who really believe in that. I think a personality trait with some original ability, learning the skill set and then maximizing that. But not everyone is a great leader, and that's not a knock on people.
Right.
It's just people have different roles. It's just like in a job, somebody's better at being a mechanic, and somebody's better at being a salesman.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I always took the principle. My first supervisor I had was not the best in the world, but I probably learned more on how not to be by working for him.
Hmm.
And then I had a great supervisor, and I learned how to be. And you take that experience and you apply it, and we all are our own individuals, right? Personality wise, you don't copy. I mean, maybe some people do. I don't copy people. I mean, because I think people would say they don't like my style or certain things in my style, and that's
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but what you should do if you want to grow and be good in this type of job is take the best from the people that you can, and if
Right.
you can utilize it, utilize it and
Yeah.
become the best that you can be.
Yeah.
And I've always said, and I may say this multiple times today, is I always said, as a football player, an athlete, I owe it to myself to be the best I can. And as an agent, not every day was my best day, right? But I wanted to be able to look myself in the mirror and say I did the best. And when I took on the responsibility of a lot of other people who were entrusted to me to work with me, I owed it to them to give them the very best that I had.